Just a few years ago, he was staring down the very real possibility he'd have a heart attack before his 30th birthday. And then he made a change. Jarid Wilson, welcome to Main Street.
Hello, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Tell me how much you weighed 5 years ago when you were 22.
I was creeping around 411 pounds.
What do you think put you on the path of unhealthy lifestyle choices in the first place?
An inactive lifestyle and a lot of fast food eating and a lot of high-fat foods.
And why were those the choices you were making?
I seen what my friends and my family ate, and you just follow what you see kind of thing. And I gradually got overweight, and just pounds keep adding on, and then it just keeps going.
What kinds of symptoms were you having that told you your health was in serious trouble?
When I was probably 22, I was starting to get heart palpitations in my chest. So I was a young kid, and it kind of made a shock to my system that at the age of 22, that maybe is a realization that this might end up being worse than it actually is. So being young, you're kind of in denial, and then it's the end result is not pretty. You're on a slow death path is really what's happening.
Other than that, the physical health, the heart palpitations, what inspiration did you find to make a change?
I went to a personal trainer for a month. He taught me how to properly eat and exercise, and I just kind of took that on my own and just kind of ran with it. Probably about 6 months after I start exercising and losing weight, I went to see my grandmother in the hospital, and I actually went into a room and I had a large one of those sit-down scales that was actually made for weighing obese people and overweight people, because I couldn't weigh myself on a regular scale. So I sat down and I actually lost about 6 months and 60 pounds in about 3 months.
Wow.
So it was just like I actually changed my life, and it just kept going on, and just here I am.
And what was the spark that pushed you to start this in the first place?
My mother.
Tell me about that.
I give everything to my mother. My mother is I got to where I was not because of my mother and father. They it's not that they didn't educate me on the right things to do. I was a kid. It went through one ear, went and out through the other kind of thing, and you make your own decisions, and I don't know. And my mother actually paid for me to go to see the personal trainer for my first months. So she kind of pushed me into it, and I just kept going from there.
What was going through your mind for all those hours of exercise?
I used exercise as a grieving mechanism. My father was diagnosed with cancer about the same time I started to work out. So I used, instead of going back to food, I put all that energy into myself and exercising and get myself fit, and taking that hour a day or whatever to just isolate your time for yourself.
Did your dad ever get to see the result of your hard work?
He did, yeah. Actually, yeah. The actual week that Dad was in the hospital, he actually seen me, and I was just the fittest I've ever been. So he said, when he seen me, he said, "That's the man." He was so proud of me. He told everybody.
How does that feel?
It makes me feel like the hero of my life. Accepted me and was happy what I did. I achieved my goal.
Where would you be now if you hadn't changed your eating and your exercise habits?
Probably looking to get into surgery right now. Probably looking into a triple bypass or something. At the age of 28, I was thinking that I was going to be dead, or 30. It was starting at 22, starting heart palpitations, and you're going to gradually decrease on your lifespan. So at the age of 30, I would guess I would probably be dead.
And besides the exercise, what else did you do?
Probably 80% of it is probably your health. Is not your health, your eating habits. So what you eat on a regular day. So everybody has to learn. I still eat cheeseburgers. I still eat pizza. I still drink beer with my friends. It's kind of like an 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you eat healthy, you exercise, you treat it like a job, and then 20% of the time you let your hair down and do your thing.
Did any other health problems come about as a result of losing all that weight?
I did. After losing so much weight, I had to actually get skin removed.
You had some loose skin?
Yeah, I had loose skin, and it cost me about $13,000 to get it actually taken off.
So you had to have some plastic surgery?
Surgery at a local clinic in Halifax.
And you had to pay for that yourself?
I did, yeah. It wasn't under the healthcare system at all.
What would it have meant to you had you not been able to afford that $13,000, if you hadn't been able to have that surgery?
It would have took a toll on my life. I still wouldn't have been happy with myself, even though I lost 200 pounds. I did something that not everybody can say in a normal day, but just looking at yourself in the mirror, you're still not happy. It was like the end of it was the last chapter that I could actually close. So it did take a toll on my personal image, on my mind, kind of thing.
How do you feel now?
I feel great. I feel great. I have a wonderful family, wonderful friends, a great girlfriend, a great mother. Yeah, I'm living life now.
What can you do now that you couldn't when you were 22?
I used to have hard times walking. Like at 411 pounds, it's like you're having an extra person on your back, so you're walking around, and just walking was a pain. Out of breath, stiff back. Now I'm about 210, and I can pick up my own body weight. I can do push-ups. I can, whatever the world's going to bring in front of me, I can get around it, kind of thing.
How much effort does it take for you to stay on the track that you're on when there are, bad examples? The advertising is still out there. The vending machines full of chocolate bars seem to be everywhere we turn.
See, I'm a rare story, too, because people, they grow up, they're medium size or average size, and then they gain 20, 30 pounds, and they get upset, and then they want to get rid of it fast and quick, so they get rid of it. See, I was extremely overweight. I was 400 pounds. I was extremely obese. I don't ever want to go back to the way I was. Nothing tastes as good as it feels to be healthy and fit and skinny.
Jarid, thanks for talking with us about this.
Thank you, Stephanie.